Hi there, it's Sam from Pootles.co.uk. Thank you very much for joining me today, and thank you for joining me in Pootles Advent Countdown. 24 projects coming out to you 2 a week, September to December, and today's number 24, so this is the last. Or is it? Maybe there's number 25 coming next week. But this year I knew I couldn't do a Pootles Advent Countdown without doing a wreath, and I have done these now. I did a Christmas one last year, and I have done a seasonal spring one, and I have done a Valentine's one, and they do actually genuinely go up in my house and live all year round. But this is this year's one, and I'm just putting some dark cardstock to see if I can show you how beautiful it is. It looks lovely in daylight with the white and the silver. Looks really pretty at night with the light. So I'm going to show you, I'm not going to complete one, I'm going to do a bit more to this one, but I want to show you a couple of things. So let me turn the lights off of that. So I've used these lights before, I used them in my milk bottle. So what I've got here is I've got a wreath, and this measures, so this is an 8-inch wreath. It's not a wreath at all, it's an 8-inch wreath, 20 centimetres roughly. So that's what you're going for. The ones I've done in the past are bigger. Let me see if I can get one handy. So this is my spring, oh, there goes some ink. This is my spring one that I have, and it stays up all year round, but it comes down at Christmas. So this is a little bit bigger, and this is a 9-inch wreath, so 23 centimetres. So it's just a little bit bigger. I actually kind of like the smaller one. So I'm going to get that ink off the floor. Right, so I have got that, I think is the better side. These are tea lights. They're not at all, they're fairy lights. And I go for what are known as micro LEDs. So they are LED lights that are tiny, and they look for all the world, and they probably are, hot glued. They look like they are hot glued onto the wire. Have I opened that the wrong way round? Let me put my autofocus on for you. Come on, focus, not on my nails. There we go. That's the light in there, and it looks, like I say, for all the world like it's been glued in, but they are tiny, tiny little lights, and they don't give off. I mean, you're not going to light your house with one. Oh, have I tangled this? It's brand new out of the packet. You know, it's. Oh, there we go. That's better. But yeah, you know, they're not going to illuminate a room, but they are going to give this beautiful soft glow, which I like, and I think these are brilliant. So these I got as a set of 6 on Amazon. So you're searching for micro LED, and I need to pop this off because I need to take out the blank. Button cell batteries, dirt cheap. And that's the glow you get. Hang on, let me put my dark cardigan around it. Nope, that's not working. But it's a beautiful glow. Really, really pretty. And what I found is that these wired better than normal fairy lights or normal battery operated fairy lights because they are wired. So you just tuck and slide all of the bits. You see, I probably shouldn't have unwound it, should I? This is about 20 on here, something like that. And because, like I say, because they are wired, you position them exactly where you want them to go. Whereas normal ones aren't wired, they are just on kind of like a loose string. So that is my biggest tip for you. Get LED lights that are wired, and you can choose what shape you want them to be in. So that's my tip number 1, and do it with the lights on. Okay, finish. When you've finished wiring it up, you're going to end up with this bit that, you know, it's not so attractive. So we're going to cover that. We covered it with a bow and the ribbon. And what do you decorate it with? Well, I like the leaflets framelets. I like leaves. I did flowers one year, but we don't have the big flower dies anymore, which is a bit of a shame. So I went with all of them. I went with all 5 die shapes. Oh no, 6 of them. Did I do all 6? No, I did 4 out of 5. I didn't do that one. 1, 2. Oh no, yeah, no, I did 5 out of 6. So, and I just went with the silver foil and Whisper white cardstock. I'm not going to do all of the die cutting because I really just want to finish off a few little bits really. So what have I got? I have here my big shot, the base plate, the thin die adapter, one of my cutting mats, some silver foil. We'll have one of them, run that lot through. That cracking is normal. If you've not done big shot work before and the first time you get it, you go, oh my goodness, what is that noise? It's normal. It's the pressure. There's pounds and pounds of pressure going onto this part under here, underneath where this handle is, and it's doing the right thing if it's making that noise. Okay, let's grab some Whisper White, and we'll have that one, and we'll have another little one. Bring it backwards. My grid paper does not like to be moved around by a big shot. I actually work off the whole stack of grid paper, not just one sheet of it. I use the whole lot. And obviously I just rip as I need to. It doesn't like being moved by a big shot though. Bear with me a second while I reposition. There we go. Okay, so let's move those dies out of the way. So I've got 4 here. How you glue things to wreaths is up to you. It really is up to you. It's your adhesive of choice. Now, hot glue guns and me are not a great combination. I burn myself. I haven't found a decent one, and it just gets messy. So the one I showed before, everything has been stuck down with mini glue dots, and I can't remember, it must be coming up for 2 years that I made this, 2 years ago. I did it for my first year of Springwatch, and all of these are stuck on with mini glue dots. Every single one of these butterflies is on with mini glue dots. So that's what I'm sticking with. So, but you could use liquid glue, you could use fast fuse. Let's have a go with some fast fuse, see what happens with that. So I've just bent them a little bit in the middle. So fast fuse there. Yep, that works. Let's try some other glues. Liquid glue. What's that going to do? What colour's this one? That's a white one. Oh, I've got a bit too much white down there. We'll pop that white. That's not going to work. It doesn't like, no, liquid glue. Liquid glue, great if you're putting it onto something else that's paper. Doesn't like being onto this stuff. Mini glue dots, of course, mini glue dots. Onto this one. These are great actually, mini glue dots. You can position them. So these ones are actually attached to the wire. But we'll put another one feeding down there. And this final one, have I got another glue? Not handy. That little one, we'll cluster that over there. Job done. And then all I did was finished off, I tied a bow. There it is. So I cut off a length. And I actually made 2 of these, 2 bows. So I had one down in the bottom part, and then I glued another one to the top of the light pack. Can you see that? It's glued there. You still need to, if I bring this one in, because of the way this particular light pack works, you need to be able to move the top part. So I glued mine to the bottom half, and so I can still turn it on and off. And then I created my hanging loop round that part. I didn't have to worry about trying to disguise it or anything like that. Job done. Whereas with my original one, the battery packs that you get are this size. And mine is actually wired with the linen thread that is looking a bit battered because I've taken it down. The linen thread is all part of the design. It's kind of scattered everywhere. And it is kind of wired onto the back. But it does tend to hang down sometimes. So instead, this time, I made the battery pack a feature of it and hid it there. And it's lovely, and I love this. I love a wreath at Christmas. I think they're so pretty. Let me bring in this cardstock again. Really, really nice. And easy to make. The wreaths are inexpensive. The lights are inexpensive. I think I paid £12 for a set of 6 of them. Actually, I didn't. I paid less than that, but they've gone up to £12 for a set of 6. Well, heck, that's £2 for a set of 6. And then bits of paper. Love it. Anyway, I shall be back next week. We're back sort of, kind of, into the old routine of Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Well, it's always going to be a Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Pootles Advent Countdown. There might be another one. Speak to you then.